Radhe First of all, my obeisance to my Guru Pada Padma. Srimad-Bhakti Vedanta, Srila Vamana Maharaj, and also to Nittalila Pravishta, Om Vishnupad, Stotara Satasya Srimad-Bhakti Vedanta, Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj, to his lotus feet, to their lotus feet which remove all the fear. I offer my unlimited obeisances again and again. Also after that my obeisances to Nittalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad, Stotara Satasya Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Srila Swami Maharaj, to all the Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis present here, to all the mothers, to all the devotees absorbing the mood of Mahaprabhu, to all of those also eager to listen to Harikatha, to the feet of everyone. Please accept my Dandavat pranams again and again accordingly. Today is the second day of Bhagavad Katha. So today is the second day of the Bhagavatam, and we are really starting the Bhagavatam. Today is the second day of the Bhagavatam, and we are starting the Bhagavatam actually. Yesterday I spoke to you the glories of the Bhagavatam. By hearing the Bhagavatam, even the super sinner persons, most sinners, they are able to be delivered from this material world, and they are able to go directly to the abode of Lord. So an example is given. I told you the story of Gokarna and Lukhari yesterday. Dhundukari, he was a great sinner, very big sinner, offending all the living entities. But he heard Harikatha from the lotus mouth of a pure devotee, Gokarna. So by hearing Harikatha from the lotus mouth of Gokarna, he was able to directly be delivered from his ghost body, and he went to the abode of Lord. Abode of Lord. So you must hear attentively the Bhagavatam. Think about the Bhagavatam very attentively. Srimad-Bhagavatam is the sound incarnation of God. So Bhagavan, he comes from the spiritual world and manifests in the form of the Bhagavatam. There are 12 cantos in the Bhagavatam. And they are the 12 limbs and body, parts of the body of Krishna. So first canto and second canto of the Bhagavatam are the 2 feet, lotus feet of Lord. Okay, first canto and second canto are the 2 feet of Lord. Third canto and fourth canto are the 2 thighs of Lord. Fifth canto of the Bhagavatam is Bhagavan's navel. 6th and 7th are the 2 arms of Bhagavan. 8th canto is the chest of Lord. Ninth canto, his throat. 10th canto, Bhagavan's lotus face. 10th canto is the beautiful lotus face of Lord. 11th canto, Bhagavan's forehead. 12th canto Bhagavatam is the head of God. 'So Bhagavan is the friend of everyone. God appeared in the form of the Bhagavatam. He's the bridge for us to cross the ocean of material existence. The Bhagavatam is like a big boat also. If we take shelter of this boat, very easily we'll be able to cross over the ocean of the material existence. So we must hear the Bhagavatam. So with 3 verses, the Mangala of the Bhagavatam takes place. 3 first verses of the Bhagavatam. You see, Vyasadeva, he wrote 18 puranas. How many? 18 puranas he has written. So there are puranas in the mode of goodness, passion and ignorance. 6 in which? 6 puranas in the mode of goodness, 6 in the mode of passion, 6 in the mode of ignorance. Total 18. But Bhagavatam is such a comparable book. Vyasadeva wrote many books, Puranas, Upanishads, yes. So he wrote 11,180 Upanishads. Also Vedanta, he wrote this Vedas, so many things. But in all the Puranas, Vyasadeva, he glorified demigods for destruction of the obstacles in the Mangalacharan. For example, in the different Puranas, in the beginning of these books, Vyasadeva is praying to demigods just for them to remove any obstacles, sometimes to Shiva, sometimes to Ganesh. But in the Bhagavatam, we don't see this. Any prayer to demigod, no. So in the Bhagavatam, Srila Vyasadeva, he just directly spoke about chanting the names of Lord. Through Nama Sankirtan, the Bhagavatam was manifested. Also in the middle of the Bhagavatam, also we find also the Nama Sankirtan also. And in the end of the Srimad-Bhagavatam, also we found about the glories of the holy names. Because the Bhagavatam is directly the form of Lord. Like I told to you, Bhagavatam is the form of God Himself. Especially in this Kali-yuga, holy names are the form of God Himself. There's no difference between God and His holy names. In Kali-yuga, no need to do anything, just chant holy names. In the Satya-yuga, they used to attain to Lord by meditation. They used to meditate in Lord Vishnu. But in Kali-yuga, it's very hard to meditate. Very impossible, so impossible to concentrate the mind. Very hard. It's very difficult to concentrate the mind in Kali-yuga. So that's why in Kali-yuga emphasis is not given to meditation. In Treta-yuga, people used to perform fire sacrifice. In Kali-yuga, it's not possible to do fire sacrifice. Sit down for 3 hours or 4 hours in the fire sacrifice. Giving offering to the demigod of fire is very hard. Another point, also in Kali-yuga, all the ingredients for the fire sacrifice are very hard to be found, like in a pure way, like for example pure ghee. That's why fire sacrifice also is not the main thing in Kali-yuga. Not possible to perform nicely fire sacrifice. In Dwapara-yuga, people used to perform archan. But in Kali-yuga, it's also very hard to perform archan, worship. So, what to do? In Kali-yuga, Kalo Keshava Nama Sankirtan. In Kali-yuga, chant the holy names of Bhagavan. In Kali-yuga, only chant the holy names. Only the holy names are all in all. Only by chanting the holy names. So that's why in the Vyasadeva, in the Mangalacharan, the beginning of the Bhagavatam, he is describing the glories of the holy names. Vyasadeva is saying, I meditate in the Supreme Absolute Truth. I meditate and I do my obeisances to the Supreme Absolute Truth. Satyam Param Dimahi. The creation, maintenance and destruction came from him. Whatever we see in this world, everything is manifested by God. You came from where? From God. Who is taking care of you? Bhagavan. Whatever you see in this world, one day everything will be destroyed. All the destruction also takes place by the desire of Bhagavan. Means by the desire of Bhagavan. Maintenance, creation, maintenance and destruction take place by his desire. By his desire, maintenance, creation and destruction takes place. Bhagavan is supremely independent person. Why does he create this world? Why does he destroy this world? Nobody can say. Could you tell it? Why? Could you say it? Why does God create this world? Why did he create, and why in the end he destroys everything? Why the Mahapralaya, the big devastation happens? After some years ago, actually, in Bhuj, there was an earthquake in Bhuj. Big buildings, they were completely collapsed, and they enter inside the earth because of the earthquake. And 2-4 seconds was enough to completely collapse and destroy big buildings. Nobody didn't even know that this was going to happen. Just suddenly, there was an earthquake so quickly, and all these big buildings, they just collapsed, and they enter inside the world, inside the earth. Nobody could do anything. So God is the creator. He is the supreme creator. He's also the supreme destroyer. Why does he create? Why does he destroy? No one can say that. Bhagavan is independent. Sikshamai Purush. Also, we see in this world, when a boy is born from the womb of his mother, slowly he grows up, he becomes a young person, then he becomes old. Then, in the end, he gives up his body and goes. Goes where? Could anyone tell or say where he's going? What is your relationship with this world? One day you have to go away from this world, but where will you go? Everybody knows, but everybody knows or not? What is the only truth? That one day we must go. You came alone, you have to go alone. Will anybody go with you? No one will go with you. You came alone, and you must go alone. And when you go, what can you bring along? Nothing. Sorry, what can you take along? Nothing. You came to this world with your fists closed, and when you die with open hands. Baby, when he's born, he has fists closed. But when we give up the body, we are always like open hands. We die with the open hands, and empty hands also. Okay, when you were born, you were born with fists closed. But what did you bring? No money you brought from previous life. What did you bring in your hands? Your own karma, means the reactions of your previous actions, good and bad deeds. This is what you brought with you. Then, after suffering or enjoying all this karma, according to the proper time, you have to go from this world. I'll tell you one thing, okay? I'm not a palmist. I'm not a palmist. But you can see your own palm. Put your hand like this, please. Look at your hands. What do you see in your hands? In your two hands? Two palms. Some lines are there, right? So if you go to a palmist, you'll tell what are the meanings. This is the destiny line. This is the money line. This is the marriage line. This is some divorce line or separation line. This is the line of the children. He'll tell you all the lines. Past, present, future. He'll tell us about all the planets, how they give influence in you. Destiny line, Bhagavatika. He'll tell everything. Like lifeline. But who made these lines? Who has made these lines? Why did someone make these lines? They told the God made. Somebody told. God made it. I tell no, your mother made it. You know, when you was very young, Your mother took some knife and she just carved these lines in your palm. Was she? What do you tell me? No. Your mom did not do it. Bhagavan also did not do it. Who has made it? Who made these lines? And for what? You did it yourself. These lines, you've made them. They're coming from where? From whatever karma you did in your previous lives. These lines are representing here your karma. When the karma is over in this life, you will give up the body immediately. The line is there. As soon as you are born from the womb of your mother, in that time, actually your fixed time already is predestined. For how long you have to stay in this world is already predestined. It's written actually. And what you have to do and what you have to suffer, everything is written. If you go to a palmist or to an astrologer, he will tell you. Nobody can stop this. Even if you try to put so many amulets, like so many things to try to change your karma, nobody can stop these reactions. Maybe for some time they can stop some karma to come to you, some reaction. But you have to suffer or enjoy the fruits of your karma. Whatever you say, cannot stop it actually. Cannot stop the fruits of your karma to come to you. And this way we are again born, again dying, again born, grow up, again die, again come in the womb of mother. Until you have the karma fall, fruit of karma, you have to continue in this body again and again taking birth. So that's why Krishna says in the Bhagavad-Gita, the roots of the karma is very hard, or the speed of the karma is something very deep. So the speed of the karma and also the roots, where is this karma, the reactions coming, who can say? That's why Shastra explains, from unlimited time, all of us, we are wandering in this material world. What is the way to deliver from this? Okay, you heard it all, you've heard these things. Okay, you go to the palmist, you go to the astrologer. But the astrologer himself is also suffering these reactions. What can he do for you? Nothing. That's why the Srimad-Bhagavatam is giving a message to us. Later I'll tell also the story of Ajamil in the 6th canto. The only way is chant the holy names of Bhagavan. If you chant the holy names, all your sins will be destroyed. And you won't need to come back to the material world. And in Kali-yuga, you must chant holy names, nothing else. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. In the Bhagavatam we sing. Lord is Swatantra Sechamai Purush. Why does he create? Why does he destroy? Brahma and demigods also. They see the activities of Bhagavan. They become completely under illusion or deluded. Even great demigods, they do not understand. What to speak of insignificant jivas? Oh, his Maya is so powerful. By this Maya, the jivas become completely deluded. by the desire of Bhagavan. Where there is soil, what earth looks like there is water. Where there is no water, looks like there is water. And where there is water, looks like there is soil. So everything changes its nature. It's not easy to know about him. So we must search about him, the Supreme Truth. Who is he? The Advaitavadis call him only Brahma, effulgence. The yogis, by the yoga process, they meditate him as Paramatma. And the devotees, by their devotion, they directly see him. Bhakti brings you towards Lord. By Bhakti you can see Lord. So just do pranam to karma, jnana, yoga, tapasya and just follow Bhakti. So Bhagavatam says, satyam param dhimahi. I meditate in the Supreme Truth. Who is he? Swayam Bhagavan. Our acharyas explain. Everything we see in this world is a lie, a sat, a non-truth. No, you cannot say this. For example, you know your mother, father, wife, husband, baby, tree, animals you see, are they a lie? Like a lie? No. They are just temporary truth. Or also changeable. Temporary. Today you see this, and after some years you cannot see them anymore. And they are always changing also. So now you see this big house here, big building. After 100 or 200 years, this building will collapse, fall down. Like after some years, this building will not be here anymore. So everything changes. So everything we see in this world, everything changes. But Bhagavan, he is the Param-Satta, Supreme Truth, and he is eternal. He never changes. So only one Supreme Truth. So one thing is truth, another Supreme Truth, Param-Satta. So Satta, truth. What we say as truth in this world is tatkalik Satta, temporary truth. But the Supreme Truth means eternal truth. Eternal and transcendental truth is Bhagavan. And also Atma. Atma and Paramatma. They are indestructible. Soul and God, they cannot never be destroyed, undestroyable. So the soul is undestroyable, and the soul of the soul means Paramatma. He is also Avinashi, means undestroyable. He has no creation, no destruction. Our acharyas, they are giving this message. This is the message they are given. Those who are created, they have a destruction. Those who are never created, they are not destroyed. The soul is not created, the soul is eternal. Sasato. So the soul is eternal. Has no birth, no death for the soul. Soul and super soul, they are eternal. So that's why there's no word of destruction, like for God and the souls. So he is the supreme truth. Again and again I, Dhimahi, meditate upon him. So in the Srimad-Bhagavatam, we see that directly in the Mangalacharan, in the beginning of the Bhagavatam, Vyasadeva is already meditating and praying to God, Bhagavan. Just by taking his name, all the ocean of material existence dries up. Like there's no more ocean of material existence. The ocean of material existence dries up only by taking his holy names. You see the glories of the holy names of God. So I'm saying, because the Bhagavatam is starting with the Nama Sankirtanam, the glories of holy names of God. So what is the truth? God's holy names, Satya Swarup. Holy names is the truth, nothing else in this Kali-yuga.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare.
I'll tell you one thing honestly. When somebody dies, if any human being dies, so they take their dead body, they take the dead body of that person. And whenever somebody sees a dead body in India, they always say, Ram Nam Satyahi. The names of Ram are truth. They say like this when they see some dead body. Everybody says this. So everything besides holy names is a lie, like a maya. This is true. That's why whenever the dead body is being taken to the crematorium, all the Indians, they say this, Ram Nam Satyahi. The only truth is the name of Ram. And the only destination is the truth of the holy names. But the person did not chant the holy names his whole life. So now he gave up his body. And if someone says Ram Nam Satyahi, the name of Ram is the truth, then what then? Because the life already passed and the person did not chant. That's why until you're alive, as far as you're like, you should chant when you're alive, not when you die, you know. That time you should have to chant when you're alive.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare.
In the second verse, Vyasadeva is saying,
देखो श्रीमद्-भागवतम निर्मत्सर साधु की एकमात्र प्राण स्वरूप का.
The Bhagavatam is the life of the sadhus who have no envy. Nirmatsar sadhu. This is the second verse of the Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is the life of the great sadhus. By hearing Bhagavatam, all your three miseries are destroyed. Adhyatik, adhidaivik and Adhibhautika. The Srimad-Bhagavatam is written by Shukadeva Goswami, the great Rishi. Later also we'll describe the life history of Shukadeva Goswami. Not to speak of hearing the Bhagavatam. Only if you have the desire to hear the Bhagavatam, Shrushubhi, immediately Swami Bhagavan will sit in your heart. Just if you have the desire to hear. Suppose the Bhagavatam is going on, 7 days Bhagavad Gita going on somewhere, still you're in your house, and you're just thinking, I want to go to hear the Harikatha, I will go there. Shashubhi, you just want to hear it. You think, I want to go there and hear it. Just by the desire, immediately, Bhagavan comes in your heart and sits down. You see how God is so merciful. So when Bhagavan sits down in your heart, oh, this person wants to go to listen to my Harikatha. Wow. So imagine the fruit if you really come to the Bhagavatam and hears the Harikatha. If you come in here, so imagine God will give prem in your heart. That's why I told there are three kinds of listeners. One is Shrota, those who are properly listening to the Katha. They don't miss one word, they don't miss one syllable. They don't miss one sound that is spoken. They listen to each and everything that is being said in the Bhagavatam. This is a proper Shrota, listener. Bhagavan is the form of Shabda Brahma, transcendental sound, enters in the ear of this Shrota, this listener, and comes to his heart. And then all kinds of anarthas in the heart, like lust, anger, etc. All this is destroyed. And then Bhagavan sits down in his heart. Bhagavan is the friend of the listener. Just like if a friend goes to another friend's house. So your friend will see that there is some dust in your table or on your chair. You will not tell your friend, hey, clean this dust, I have to sit down. No. Your friend automatically, he will himself clean that place and sit down. In the same way, Bhagavan is saying, those who are hearing my katha, they are my great friends. So, by the ears, God enters in the heart of those who are hearing Harikatha, and he himself cleans your heart and sits down. So when you hear Harikatha, prema comes in the heart. This is a Srota, proper listener. Second kind of person, Sorota. Who is a Sorota? Remember I told yesterday, Sorota is one kind of like a machine for cutting the betel nuts. Or maybe they call Suri, okay. So one kind of listener, he's not listening. He's sitting in the back, taking the japamala in the back, taking the japamala in the hand, not hearing and also not allowing others to hear as well. Just sitting in the back and telling his own katha, telling his own things. He's not hearing Bhagavad Katha. Speaking about his household things. Just discussing about others. He's only absorbed in good, criticizing others and speaking mundane things about others. So this is not Srota, listen, this is Sorota. So another one I told, Sota. It's like Kumbhakarna. The person comes for Harikatha and sits down and immediately falls asleep. Because Bhagavad Katha is so beautiful. So when he hears Bhagavad Katha, immediately he feels sleepiness. Why? Because the four daughters of Maharaj, they are going here and there, yes, in the amidst of the Harikatha. You know why? Because of once God announced. He told, if anyone hears Bhagavad Katha, the person will go directly to the abode of Lord. Then everyone, all the Pandits, they started to do Bhagavad Katha. And everybody started to come to listen to the Katha. And then all the sinners and suffering people, all they delivered them went to the abode of Lord. Jam Maharaj thought, oh, nobody's coming to Jamalai, to the hell. People are hearing Harikatha and sinful activities, then they hear Bhagavad Gita, then they deliver and go to the abode of Lord. Maharaj saw and thought, what to do? Nobody's coming here to Jamalok. So his factory was empty, right? Like all the workers are not even working there. Suppose, like just now, for 1 year, so many factories were closed because of lockdown. People had no job and they lost their jobs. No one was working. Even big factories, banks, everything was closed, shut. So imagine the owner of the factory. How will he get money to pay his workers? Everything was closed and shut. The same way, the factory means the hell of Jamaraj was closed. And he was thinking what to do. So many people work for me, Jamadutas, but they will have no job here because no one is coming here. So Jamaraj was upset. Then the 4 daughters of Jamaraj came. How many? 4. They told, oh father, what happened? Why are you so worried, father? Jamaraj told, oh my daughters, what can I tell you? Tell us, father, tell us what happened. Why are you so worried? Jamaraj told, look, because Vishnu announced that if you hear Bhagavad Gita, everyone will go to the abode of Lord. And now everybody is doing this, and no sinner is coming here. No one. No any sinner is coming to Jamalok, to the hell. So my factory is bound now. Sorry, my factory is closed, shut down. His 4 daughters told, father, don't worry. Today we will open your factory. How? You'll see that, father. We will go where Harikatha is going on. We will go there, wherever Harikatha is going on. We will not allow not even one person to hear Harikatha. We will not allow even one. How? Then you'll see that, father. So the 4 daughters came. So the first daughter came, and she was going here and there. You cannot see her, but the first daughter came. So you sit for listening to Harikatha. In the beginning you feel what? Like tiredness. You feel some laziness. You feel tired. This is already the first daughter that possessed your body. You are also moving here and there, your body. Second, makes you yawn. So you're yawning. Oh. Third daughter, like nodding off. You know, like you're a little bit sleeping and wake up immediately, like nod off or doze off. Fourth daughter, Sunsurani, means completely you sleep completely. May the speaker continue speaking and I will continue sleeping. So what is the way to send all these daughters away? That's why we have to give sometimes a jai. So if you give jai to God's names, these daughters of Jamaraj, they will automatically run away. That's why in the middle of Katha, sometimes we must do this. Chant the holy names. Because the daughters of Jamaraj do not come where the holy names is there. Otherwise they come and they make you, they make you fall asleep. Okay, now the third verse of the Mangalacharan, of the beginning of the Bhagavatam. Oh, the Srimad-Bhagavatam is the beautiful ripened fruit of the desire tree of the Vedas. Very amazing fruit without skin, without seed, and so tasty, ripened, juicy fruit. And how this fruit came to the material world? Through the Guru Parampara. Through the Guru Parampara. So if a fruit is ripened, and the fruit ripens and falls from the tree on the ground, the fruit will burst and be destroyed, like not proper. But the Bhagavatam came from this desire tree of the Vedas. It's a very beautiful, ripe and delicious fruit. Juicy fruit. How it came? Through the Guru Parampara. And how this fruit became so tasty and delicious? Because it was touched by the beak of the parrot. So the fruits which are touched by the beak of the parrot become very sweet. But the parrot here means Shukadeva Goswami. Bhagavatam was described by Shukadeva Goswami. So the Bhagavatam became even tastier, more delicious. Who can drink the nectar of the Bhagavatam? The Bhavuk devotees, Bhavuk and Rasik. Normal people, no. Normal people cannot understand. Until when you continue reading and relishing the nectar of the Bhagavatam? Until prema hasn't manifested. If prema has not manifested, you continue remembering, speaking, hearing the Bhagavatam. Just like in this world we say, one person is drinking alcohol. For how long he will continue drinking alcohol? Until he falls down. He'll continue drinking. So you know, a drunkard or somebody who likes to drink a lot, he'll continue drinking for how long? Until he does not fall down on the ground drunk. He'll just continue drinking until he falls unconscious. This example is given. The same way, this Bhagavat-saptaha, for how long you should continue hearing and drinking this katha with your ears. So for how long we have to drink this nectar of katha with our ears? Until prema has not manifested in our hearts. When prema manifests, you'll fall unconscious. But also nitya, eternally, also again and again, we are hearing this Bhagavad Katha. Actually, we should eternally, nitya, continuously hear the Bhagavad Katha, Nectarian Harikatha, again and again. Punapnascha, we should hear it.
ऐसे अमृत कथा
nectarian katha.
इस कथा को कौन सुनना नहीं चाहता
Who does not want to hear this katha?
सभी लोग सुनना चाहते हैं
Everyone wants to hear it.
एक ही व्यक्ति सुनना नहीं चाहते
Only one person does not.
कौन हो
Who?
जिसका अत्यंत कठोर हृदय वाले वैद शिकारी जो पशु हत्या करते हैं
Just the person who kills animals. Butcher. So this sloka is in the Bhagavatam. Understanding this world is completely without any essence and becoming detached of everything. Knowing that this world has no essence. Everyone is suffering in this world. Is anyone happy in this world? Is there anyone? No. Everyone is just unhappy and happy. Yesterday I told. The poor person thinks the rich man is happy. The rich man says the richer man is happy. Richer man says king is happy. King says emperor is happy. Emperor says Indra is happy. Indra says Brahma is happy. Brahma says I'm not happy as well. Those who worship God, Hari, they are happy. If you know this, you will give up the samsara, material life, material family, and you go to perform bhajan sadhana. So the Advaitavadis, impersonalists, they always say also how this world is temporary. One Advaitavadi told this verse. I was always chanting mantra for merging in Brahma, and I want to merge in Brahma. But when I touched the dust of Vraj, my heart completely changed. I stopped chanting Aham Brahmasmi and I started to chant Krishna stole my heart, and I want to become the servant of Srimati Radha. So from that moment I stopped to chant Aham Brahmasmi and started to chant Radhe Radhe. In Vrindavanam, no one says Krishna, Krishna in Vrindavan. Everybody says Radhe, Radhe. Who has gone to Vrindavan? Raise your hand. Have you been to Vrindavan? Does anyone speak Krishna, Krishna in Vrindavan? What they say? You're Vrindavan Vasi. Raise your hand. So the Bhagavatam is saying, those who are suffering the threefold miseries, just by hearing Bhagavad Katha, they will be free from these miseries. Is there any person who does not want to hear Bhagavad Katha? Yes, one person. There's no other person. Who? The cruel butcher or hunter, or the one who kills animals. Butcher. Otherwise, everybody wants to hear Bhagavad Katha. Rasik and Bhavuk devotees, they hear and relish Bhagavad Katha. Okay, I want to present the Katha, so let's do one small kirtan in between. 5 minutes, not more. You don't know how to chant any kirtan? Hindi kirtan, please. Any Hindi kirtan? Okay, let's discuss. I want to introduce you about who is the speaker and the listener of the Bhagavatam. So the speaker is Shukadeva Goswami, who is telling the Bhagavat to Parikshit Maharaj. So the speaker of the Bhagavatam is Shukadeva Goswami. Bhakta means speaker, and Srota listener is Parikshit Maharaj. That's why Bhagavatam is called Shuka Parikshit Samvad. What did I say? Shuk Parikshit Samvad. Who was Shukadeva Goswami Pad? Actually, he was the very dear parrot of Srimati Radhika in the spiritual world. And then, later, he came in the form of Shukadeva Goswami. He came in the assembly of Parikshit Maharaj. And he told Bhagavat-saptaha to Parikshit Maharaj. So our acharyas describe about his life history that in the spiritual world, Nitya Goloka Vrindavanadam, Srimati Radhika herself she used to, with her own hands, she would feed pomegranate seeds to her dear parrot. Srimati Radhika herself, she would take radish and pomegranate seeds, very reddish pomegranate seeds, very beautiful and very tasty also. So she was feeding one grains of pomegranate. She was feeding to the parrot, and she was telling him, Srimati Radhika was telling the baby parrot, "Hey parrot, Shuk, chant the name Govinda Damodar." The baby parrot could not repeat in the beginning. Srimati Radhika was teaching the parrot, chant the name of Krishna. First Kri Kri, then Sna Sna Sna. Krishna Krishna. Then slowly, the baby parrot, Shukapakshi, started to learn how to chant the name of Krishna. Once something happened. This baby parrot, left Varshana, the birthplace of Srimati Radhika is Varshana. The parrot left Varshana and went to Nandagar. Krishna was baby, like not baby, like a boy. And Krishna boy was playing with his friends. Then this small baby parrot, you can see the beautiful baby parrot. The baby parrot was sitting on a tamal tree branch. And so the parrot started to sing Krishna, 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 Krishna. So the parrot was singing Krishna, Krishna, Krishna in the same song, voice of Srimati Radhika. Same voice of Srimati Radhika, exactly same. Looked like same. Then Krishna saw, Srimati Radhika is here, she's calling me. Because it's exactly the voice, tone of Srimati Radhika, her voice. Krishna saw on the Kadamba tree, the parrot was there. He was chanting Radhe Radhe Krishna Krishna. Then Gopal, he caught the parrot, the big parrot, and told him, "Hey parrot, why are you chanting the name of Krishna? You should chant the name of Radha." Everybody. Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. So the parrot started to chant Radhe, Radhe. Then Srimati Radhika came from Varshana. Srimati Radhika came and told Krishna, give me this bird. This parrot is mine. Krishna told, the parrot does not belong to anyone. Parrots, they are flying in the sky, they are free. They can sit anywhere on tree is not yours.
राधा जी बोले नहीं
Radha told, no.
मैंने उनको पाला पोसा
But I've raised him. I took care of him. He's mine.
इसलिए कृष्ण राधा जी बोले मेरी है कृष्ण बोले मेरा
Radha told, he's mine. Krishna told, he's mine.
इतने समय माँ
Then
यशोदा आई
Mother Yashoda came,
माँ यशोदा ने क्या की
and Mother Yashoda
कृष्ण के हाथ से तोते को
took the parrot
ले लिया
out of the hand of Krishna
और लेकर के राधा जी के हाथ
and
में
gave
दे
to
दिया।
in the hand of Shrimati
और
Radhika.
राधा जी वो पक्षी को लेकर के
Shrimati Radhika took the bird and came to Barshana.
और पक्षी कृष्ण के सिखाए हुए वही बोली राधे राधे नाम जप करने लगी। राधा जी बोले
So,
नहीं,
but
मेरे
the
नाम जप मत करो,
bird was
मेरा
saying
नाम
Radhe
जप
Radhe Radhe because Krishna taught him. Then Radha told the bird, don't chant my name. You have to chant name of Krishna. Parrot told, I received mantra from you, Shrimati Radhika, like Diksha, and Krishna gave me Shiksha.
राधा मंत्र दे दिया। तो नहीं
Means like so Diksha Guru and Shiksha Guru. I took Krishna mantra from Shrimati Radhika and also the Radha's names from Krishna.
नाम जप किया
So he started to chant the name of both.
राधे कृष्ण कृष्ण राधे इसी प्रकार पक्षी तोते क्या नाम जप करे
So in this way, the parrot was singing
कृष्ण राधे राधे ये राधा कृष्ण नाम जप करे।
the name Radha and Krishna, Radha and
एक
Krishna.
दिन राधा जी बोली
One day Shrimati Radhika told, hey parrot, do one thing.
तुम पृथ्वी लोक
Shuk,
मंत्रों में
go
जाओ
to the material world.
हम लोग इस संसार हम लोग इस गोलोक वृंदावन में रहते हैं।
I'm staying in this place in Goloka Vrindavan. We are staying here. This place is full of happiness, bliss, Ananda Maidam.
गोलोक वृंदावन धाम सुखमय धाम कहा जाता है।
Nitya Goloka Vrindavan Dham is a place full of happiness only. There's no unhappiness, no distress
इस
there.
संसार में लोग दुखी है।
The people of this world, they are so unhappy.
जैसे पहले कहा कि इस संसार
I told before, no one is happy in this world.
दुखी है।
Everyone is miserable.
इसलिए तब राधा जी कहने लगी
Shrimati Radhika herself told him, go, oh Shuk,
पृथ्वी लोक में जा करके
oh parrot, go to the material world, to the earth
हम
planet,
लोग की कथा कीर्तन करो।
and glorify about our katha,
भागवत कथा कीर्तन करो।
Bhagavat Katha, glorify this there.
उस समय सुख कहने लगे
Shuka told,
गुरुदेव
hey Gurudev,
नहीं जाता।
I don't want to go.
क्यों?
Why?
ये मतलब में माया है।
There's Maya in this material world.
माया इसमें बलवती
And
है।
Maya is very powerful. Maya will catch me.
रवि पुनः बंधना।
Even those who are liberated, they can be bound again by Maya. Even Mukta Purush.
दूसरी की बात क्या है?
What to speak of others? Even Mukta Purush, they can be bound by Maya.
मुक्त पुरुष भी
Even a liberated person in this world can be caught by Maya again.
कहने लगे
So,
हे राधे माया मंत्र
Parrot told, hey Radhe, I don't want to go to the material world. I don't want to go.
ये तो राधा जी कहने लगे जाओ।
Shrimati Radhika told, go. This is my order. You have to follow the instruction of the order of the Guru without hesitation. You go.
मैं तुमको वचन देती हूँ ये सुख
I give you my word.
तुम्हें माया कभी स्पर्श नहीं करेगी।
Maya will never touch you. Maya will never
इस
touch you.
प्रकार राधा जी के
Go.
आदेश प्राप्त करके वो सुख पक्षी इस मर्त धाम में
So,
एक सुख
getting the orders of
पक्षी के
Shrimati
गर्भ
Radhika,
में अंडे के
he came
रूप में जन्म लिया।
and was born as an egg from the womb of a female parrot.
जहाँ पर शिव और पार्वती यही भागवत कथा चर्चा करते हैं।
Where Shiva and Parvati, they were discussing Bhagavat Katha.
कोई अमरनाथ गए
In Amarnath. Amar Katha. Who has gone to Amarnath?
अमर कथा करते हैं।
So there is speaking Amar Katha, immortal Katha. Another name of Bhagavat Katha is Amar Katha.
जहाँ पर शिव और पार्वती इस अमर कथा को कीर्तन करते
So
हैं।
where Shiva and Parvati, they are glorifying this Katha. The name of the place is also
शिव और पार्वती की कथा चल है
Amar Katha.
सुंदर कथा चल रही थी।
So beautiful Hari Katha was
शिव जी
going on.
पहले ही कहा गया देवी पार्वती
Shivaji told Devi Parvati, listen,
ये कथा जो भागवत कथा की कहा जाए अमर कथा
Bhagavat Katha is Amar
इस
Katha,
कथा को सुन ले
immortal Katha. If you hear this Katha,
अमर हो जाता है।
the jivas become immortal.
क्योंकि भागवत कथा कोई सुने ठीक
If
से
someone hears properly Bhagavat Katha,
अमर हो जाता है। ये भागवत
the person will become immortal.
भगवतामृतम् तप्तजीवनम् भुवि गृह्णन्ति
a verse from the Gopi Gita. Srimati Radhika herself, she said, Hey Gobindo, Hey Shamasundar Madan Mohan Damodar, your katha is the nectar itself. So just like if you drink the nectar, we become immortal. The same way, if you hear Bhagavad Katha, you will become immortal. Those who give the donation of the Harikatha, they are the best donors. So Bhagavad Katha is also called Amar Katha. Shivji himself. So by hearing this katha, the jivas become liberated. They don't stay in this material world anymore. All the sufferings, they will be automatically destroyed. So Shivji himself told Devi, Devi, I'll tell you Amar Katha, Immortal Katha. Listen carefully, but be careful not to fall asleep. I don't want any person to unqualified to listen to this katha. So that's why you should do some in between. Like like showing that you're listening. Shivaji was telling Bhagavad Katha to Parvati, and Parvati was first to fifth canto, 6th, 7th, but then Devi Parvati felt sleepiness, and this parrot that was born from the womb of the female parrot, it was a very cold place, like in the middle of the ice. So there was a wind, and his egg fell from the nest. The egg was broken. He came out of the egg, and he exactly fell where the branch next to where Parvati and Shiva was telling Bhagavad Katha to her. So when the parrot heard the Bhagavad Katha again, he came back to the life. He was a baby parrot. When he came back when he heard the Bhagavad Katha, he became immortal, the baby parrot, because he almost died because of the cold and because he fell from the nest, all this. So, and he was taken by the wind and all this. Okay, then after the katha, Shivaji called Parvati, "Hey Devi," and she woke up. You are sleeping. So who heard my katha? Shiva told. Then he saw there was a parrot on the branch. You see here the parrot and Shiva and Parvati there sitting speaking katha. But who heard the Bhagavatam was actually the parrots. You can see the picture. She was so angry. Oh, this parrot heard my Amar Katha. Oh, then Shiva took the trident and he was chasing the parrot. And they came to Badikashram, and Vyasadeva was speaking Harikatha to his wife Bhitika. Parrot came inside the mouth of Bhitika. Shivaji arrived. Oh, Vyasadeva, did you see any bird here? Oh, but what do you want to do with the parrot? Oh, I want to kill him. Why? Shiva told, he heard my Bhagavad Katha. He heard my Amar Katha. Vyasadeva told, okay, but he heard your Amar Katha. What is the fruit of that? Oh, those who hear Bhagavad Katha, they become immortal. See, Shiva with the trident running behind the parrot. Parrot flying away, running. Trying to escape. And then the parrot came in the mouth of Bhitika, the womb of Bhitika. So Shiva came back, he was hopeless what to do. Parrot was inside the womb of Vitika. So in some places it's written 13 years, in others 16 years the parrot stayed inside the womb of Vitika. One day Vyasadeva told, "Who are you? Come out of the womb." Then the parrot told, Shuka inside the womb told, "I don't want. If I go out, the Maya will catch me." Vyasadeva told, listen parrot, I give you my word. Maya will not catch you, Maya will not touch you. Parrot told, Shuka told, "I don't believe in your word. Only if Swami Bhagavan appears here and gives his word to me, then I will come out of the womb of my mother." Vyasadeva started to meditate and made Krishna appear there, and Krishna told, take a mustard seed, and if you put on the horn of the cow, the time that the mustard seed is touching the horn of the cow, very little time. This little time, you have to come out of the womb of the mother. So, and I will not touch you. So Shukadev told like this, he did like this, and he just started to run towards the forest. Sutta Goswami describes in the verse, Sutta Goswami said, "Hey Rishis, listen to me. My Gurudeva is not an ordinary person. As soon as he was born from the womb of his mother, immediately he was absorbed in Brahma and he went towards the forest. Just by seeing him, seeing Shukadeva, even the birds, the trees, everybody got prem. Just by seeing him. He had no kind of ceremonies, like a sacred thread ceremony or anything. He was born from the womb of his mother just like a 16-year-old boy with dreadlocks, like matted hair. Naked, moving. Vyasadeva was running after him, calling out, oh my son, Haputra." But Shukadeva Goswami, not even one time, he did not look behind. Didn't even speak to his father. Not even once. Shukadeva, when he was walking on the way, there was some ladies. They were naked, bathing in the lake. But Shukadeva Goswami passed by. They didn't even feel ashamed, nothing. It's described in the Bhagavatam. Oh my Gurudev, he's in the heart of everyone. Guru Tat. Gurudev is in the heart as Paramatma. This Shukadeva Goswami Pad, he came in the assembly of Parikshit Maharaj. Actually, Parikshit Maharaj, he had been cursed by the son of Samik Rishi called Sringi. Because what happened is like this. One day, Parikshit Maharaj, he had gone to the forest to hunt. It was summertime. So he was going everywhere in the jungle and he felt thirsty. Then he saw the ashram of Samik Rishi. But Samik Rishi, he was meditating in dhyan in that moment. But Maharaj Parikshit came to him and told, "Give me water. I am the king. I am the king. Give me water to drink." actually an imposter. He's not actually meditating. So Parikshit Maharaj was angry and he saw that snake nearby. So with his bow, he lifted the dead snake and he put that snake on the neck of Samik Rishi.